What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. Today, we're talking about the Blitz promo and how to make a ton of coins, some investment opportunities perhaps, talk about the promo in review, though I know it's still going on, and talk about Justin Reed. Yes, Texan great Justin Reed. I don't know if we can say Texan great yet, but he looks pretty nice, so I'm going to show him off as well in this video. If the video is useful or anything like that, a like would be appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So the first thing I want to start with, I'm not even going to waste any time, is talk about John Ross. So John Ross, and you could talk about this with any Blitz player, but John Ross we'll just discuss because he not only is, someone you could go after for sniping and flipping and all that stuff, but he's also 94 speed, so even if he, he's going to be good for your team anyway, especially if you maybe don't have a God Squad. So I want to go ahead and discuss this real quick. I've been sitting on this just filter to see, how much he would sell for. So we see that he has sold for 41.8, the max. Again, this is pretty easy to figure out. So if you want to snipe any sort of cards, this is what I would recommend. Go to the filter with like just that card. I mean, I probably should even go farther, Bengals, and just see what the maximum they're selling for is. The maximum. So it will give you an idea about okay, that's about what I can sell it for. I've only been on this filter a couple minutes, so I think that we're going to see some even sell for the 45, 46 numbers. I think we'll see some higher ones. So we'll see. This one probably didn't fit. Okay, that's probably unlikely, but you never know. 53,250. So you can figure out how much they sell for just by kind of sitting on the filter and seeing, are they actually coming off the board? So you see a lot of John Ross's. This was actually mine here. I way undercut it. I think I could have sold that for way more. But anyways, so you get your price, and now we know. Let's just say it sells for 42,000. Just for, that's about 38 after tax, a little less. So about 38. So you could just refresh this and see if you can get them for under that. So like you can go ahead and pull this trigger if you wanted to, and easy. It's not a whole lot of profit if you sell it for 42, but it's something. And the nice thing is about John Ross specifically is if he doesn't sell, I mean, this is only speaking of one of them, you can just use him too, and you got a good deal on him for a really fast guy, and you're gonna be pretty happy with that, I think. So you could just sit and just buy these John Rosses. Again, the number is gonna shift, so based on when you're sniping, like it may be 30,000. You just gotta pay attention to how much they go for. The easiest way to do that is simply even go something like this. Watch, come on, baby. Dang it. So that obviously was an amazing deal, but just go on a deal like this, go on this, like I could definitely pull the trigger on this one as well, and just see how much they're selling for. Are they selling for, 40? Are they selling for 45? What are they selling for? So I'll just put this one up for, whatever. I think you might be able to, I'm probably undercutting it. I might be able to sell it for more. I'd have to check it a lot more to see how much they're coming off the board for, but you're gonna sit on this filter for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whenever, maybe go, get something to eat and just see, what they're selling for. And you can do this for any player really, but you can just see what they're selling for. And what you'll notice is you've seen at the beginning of the video, you can kind of get a ballpark of what you can sell them for, and then you can figure out how much you want to buy them for and making coins that way. It's a fantastic way to make coins, I think. Pretty easy as well. So if you have any question on that, leave them down below. I will try to answer them, but that's pretty good. You can do that with other Blitz players as well. It doesn't just have to be John Ross. John Ross is a good one just because he's really good, so he's going to sell a ton. Plenty of people are looking for John Ross. So I do want to come back to this in a minute when we go to the store, but for now I think that pretty much hammers that down. But you don't just have to look at John Ross. You can look at other players as well. So you could go to Callahan here, 9091, see how much he sells for. Is Callahan selling for, if you want, you could just go to Broncos as well. You don't have to, Mark Andrews is there as well. But if I just do 9091 without anything, you could see that they're selling for about, you don't see any of them even close to expiring. So you could probably, you might be able to sell it for 90,000. I don't know. You just have to mess around and just honestly just kind of wait and see, or just try it, and just if it doesn't sell, you're out of luck. But you could just buy it and try to sell it for 90. If it sells, you got yourself 11K, which is amazing. But what I would recommend is simply just sitting here for a few minutes and see if these higher overalls sell, the ones that are close to expiring. So the ones that get close, like with these 21 minutes, is that going to come off the board, or is it just gonna sit there? Really easy way to kind of figure out the prices, especially when there's not that many cards. So figure out what card you want to go after, or cards, and you can figure out the prices pretty quickly. So one sold for 80, no surprise there. I think all these are going to sell at the 80 number. But, you know, just something to think about. Also, when you post them, 1 hour. You want to get the most people seeing your card. 1 hour. 1 hour. Always post it for 1 hour. If it doesn't sell, you can always repost. You're not out of anything. Unless you're leaving, but I still think 1 hour is probably the better move. So there you go. You can even go farther, but I don't think... Yeah, oh yeah, I've got Jackson. So there's nothing there really yet besides Lamar in this. There'll be Justin Reed and Lane Johnson, maybe one others as well in this soon, but not right now. Pretty easy sniping, don't you think? It seems so easy. Just figure out your prices and then what you want to pull the trigger on. Like, you can buy this John Ross and know you're going to sell it for 41, 42. You know, I know it's not a ton of profit, but there is profit to be had. So tons of coins to be made. Think about it. If you want to make coins, it's always, you know, it's never a bad idea to make coins. Now let's go ahead and talk about the store. We're going to talk about the solos as well, and the promo, really the rest of it in review. I want to start with sniping because I thought that makes the most sense with my channel, but the store is interesting. So the only thing that you can buy with coins / training, no training option, is the Mutt Blitz pack, 35,000. You can only buy 20 of them, which means you can only spend 700,000 coins. Only. That's it. You could go to another account and spend another 700,000 if you want. But this is a red flag to me. To me, not like anything that EA did wrong specifically with this specific pack, but to me as a consumer, I will not be investing in this. This does not seem like a good deal to me. Anytime there's a limit of 20 means there's going to be way too many packs being open. The value's not going to be there, 35,000. And if you just look at the pack too, you get 300 Blitz Bolts quick sell, which you multiply that by 20. At most, you can get a 6,000. We'll talk about that when we get to this players. But 6,000 bolts with the no guaranteed elites. Maybe want to just stay away from this one. So if you're not spending money, then I would recommend not even looking at the store. Don't even look at it. Just don't even think about it. But I personally would say you want to stay away from this because it's a pretty bad pack, in my opinion. Not saying you can't pull something great, but I haven't really heard good things about it. Maybe you have. Probably stay away from that. But the rest of the packs are pretty good. There's a lot of good values here. There's, you know, this Centennial pack that a lot of people are excited about at 12.1. The Redux pack for $10. This one's 20. And some other ones. So if you're somebody like me who doesn't spend money on the game, spends a lot of time on the game, but doesn't spend actually giving money, you know, to EA besides just the game itself. So if you're somebody like me who just plays the game but doesn't want to spend, you know, money, then what I would recommend is when these packs drop, if you're able to be on, I don't know if I'll be able to be on, but it's just something to think about. If you're able to be on, instead of buying these packs, which you could do if you spent money, that's fine. Instead of buying them, why not try to snipe them? Go to the auction house, go to the Series Redux, make sure you're seeing the newest cards, 59 minutes. Make sure you got a good filter, and just try to snipe them. There are going to be so many in the first 10 minutes because there's only 10-minute doorbuster, right? The cards are just going to plummet. I think there'll be a lot of them being purchased. They're just going to plummet. Buy them, especially if you're looking for a card. You're going to get a great deal on it. If you want, you can sell it later that day or sell it in a few days. You're probably going to make more than your coins back. You can use them for a while, use them for Weekend League. I don't know if it goes live. Maybe not live in time for Weekend League. About time. Yeah, I guess you could play maybe a little bit with them, but you know, sell them, you know, after a few days or keep them. I think you're going to get some good deals on these cards. So just because you're not participating in buying the packs doesn't mean you can't make coins or take something from the promo. So even though this promo is not for no money spent, like from the face of it, there is some things that you can always get from promos if you're not going to spend money on the game. And usually it's take advantage of the auction house when you can. I know not everybody works the auction house, but it may not be a bad idea during events like this to maybe think about it. Especially if you got a lot of coins, you're thinking like, I want to make some upgrades, maybe wait, look at when, you know, okay, I'm thinking about buying Mutt Hero, you know, JJ Watt or something. You're like, well, maybe I'll wait until this drops, see people, you know, spend this, and then see how much they drop, because they're obviously not going to go up in price. They're probably going to drop some. So maybe, you know, just kind of keep an eye on the store. Just because you're not buying them doesn't mean you shouldn't know what's in the store as a player. So, and again, that applies to anything that you're going to do. But let's go ahead and move over to the Blitz Bolts player. So, if you remember, you get 6,000 bolts from 7 700,000 coins. Remember how much Callahan sold for? 70,000, 80,000, maybe even 90. Let's just say 90. Let's say you can sell them for 90. Let's just say that. 2 Bryce Callahans for 700,000 coins. Now, maybe my math is wrong. Now, you do get master tickets, but unless you're spending money on the game, those master tickets don't really matter that much. So that doesn't seem great. You could also do 3, you know, not even 3, but you could do a few John Rosses. But remember, he's selling for 40,000. So, not, you know, you could do, I guess, wait, no, 6,000. You could do 5 John Rosses. So, you know, you can get, you know, 200,000 from John Ross, let's say. I didn't even take out tax. That's how, you know, 180,000 from John Ross for 700,000. I understand you're getting other stuff from the packs, but this is, some packs are just not worth it, and some packs are just even beyond not worth it. They're absolutely awful, and I think this is one of those. For a Blitz offer being this bad, I think that's a little frustrating. But again, that doesn't mean that you have to participate in the store to be able to participate in the promo. There's solos, there's house rules, and of course the auction house is probably the best place to participate because you can get some good deals. But you could also get a Justin Reed when it comes available, Lane Johnson. Justin Reed becomes available on 12-2, and DK Metcalf and stuff. So you can get these cards. Like, I got 1,900 bolts by only doing some solos. I haven't played any house rules just by logging in and stuff. So you can go ahead and get yourself a DK Metcalf for not really doing much, you know, or somebody like that. But again, he's an 89. He's not going to sell for much. It's not much value there. But it's something, you know, it's something you can get from the promo. Just not much at all value-wise. So the last thing I want to discuss is the house rules. I want to tie a little bow around this. House rules, you have 25. You get 25, Blitz bolts. There we go. 25 of those per win. And this is a 24-hour event. They change the events change. Offense has one drive to score. Defense just needs to stop them. So it's 1 drive, pretty quick. Probably good for leveling up if you're not max level. So I'm not saying it's not something you should participate in. Just the rewards are probably not worth it with the load time and such like that. 25 Blitz bolts, not a whole lot there. But if you playing a lot, you know, you could definitely get. They could rack up a little bit, but they're not gonna rack up fast with load times alone. And then you have to win. And then once you win, you got to load in another game. So I wish that was said like 75 maybe would have been solid instead of 25. Because 25, I probably won't really participate in that. But maybe play a few. But just because it's not great rewards doesn't mean you shouldn't participate in it. Plenty of people play franchise mode. There's not really any reward for doing that. You just enjoy doing it. Play games that you just enjoy doing. So, you know, maybe play it a little bit. It could be fun. That might be something you're interested in. Just maybe the reward is not the reason you want to play the game. I'm trying to be optimistic here. How's it working? Last thing I want to talk about is good old Justin Reed. This is the way to end the video. Justin Reed for a nice 50 cap if you're playing salary cap. That's a bargain. That's a bargain. But 96 speed, you see that. He does have lockdown maxed in. 25 Texans, and the Texans, I actually could just look because it will say all the boost. Brawler, Madden passing, that doesn't help. Madden pass D, and then Texans pass D, which gives +3 press, +2 man, +2 zone. Nothing too crazy there. So one thing that I would recommend if you're going to do, you know, I would like to see 90 pursuit. So that's the goal. I'm going to probably switch out some things to make sure I get 90 pursuit. Maybe switch lockdown to run stuff or something. But this already looks pretty solid. I used my power-up pass. I should have mentioned that to get him now. He's not available, but I can see him and use him, which is pretty awesome. Power-up pass, if you got one, you could use it on these players before they come available. Something like this, or Lane Johnson if you want. I think that's pretty cool, being able to get the cards early. Power-up passes are pretty cool. They definitely need to bring those into this promo. I know, maybe it's not over. Bring in some power-up passes. Those things are awesome. Even for stuff like this, you get cards before they're even available. I don't know. That's one of the things that I definitely think is a win. Mostly think this promo was an L for me, but I'm open if you guys want to, you know, you see something that maybe I didn't, or you think I'm too optimistic and say I'm just a shill for EA, whatever you want to say. I try to be as balanced as possible. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully this was helpful. Go snipe those cards. Spend money if you want. Whatever. There's some good packs out there. You guys are absolutely incredible. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.